All right, so I tried to find sources on the Latin race. This entire idea is so mysterious. You know what I mean? Like we just I got there's there's no info on any of it. You know what I mean? It's just so mysterious, and I was thinking about I thought I would be able to decipher it. I thought I'd be able to figure it out, and I haven't been able to do that. I just can't find anything, any kind of information on it. I can't find anything on it. So I'll just go on what I think about that. It's hard because yeah, there was a Roman Empire, and I think it fell a long, long time ago. Um, some people say the Roman Empire started thousands and thousands of years ago. I think they say that Roman Empire actually predated Christ. So the Roman Empire has been around before there was even Christianity, um, which would make it very old. Like, all I can say when it comes to the Latin or even the Latino race, it is so goddamn mysterious, and you just can't figure it out, man. You just can't figure it out. The only real way to know about it is to know about yourself. You know what I mean? And that's when I realized I'm like, man, I cannot speak for the Latin race, but I can speak for myself. It's easy for me to speak for myself because obviously I know myself and I can figure myself out. And I'm just going on based off like my features and whatnot. And that's originally when I really, when I was really trying to like figure out my own look. Now I have this evidence in front of me, so I can use my own mind to kind of decipher it. And I was like, search for it. I was like, dude, there's no doubt that it's Latin. You know what I mean? And vampire, by the way, is not a race at all. You know what I mean? Like, I got the teeth, but it doesn't mean that I'm the vampire race. That wouldn't really make much sense. You know what I mean? I mean, I've seen pics of Vlad, the Impaler, and I posted it on my channel. He looks just like me, just that our noses are different. My nose is bigger than his. And I think he has a long, thin nose, and I have a long nose that's a bit bigger than his. But other than the nose, the eyes are like, it's crazy. We have the exact same eyes. His hair is super thick. Like, he's got like thick hair like me. He's got this long, thick hair just like me. The lips are like me. The face, even his facial hair is kind of like me. He has that little long mustache. Or my mustache can get like that too if I grow it out and I cut it like. But I'm not gonna do that. But the guy looks just like me, right? And that I know. But like I said, you know what, man? Okay, here's this. If you want to challenge my understanding of history, how about this? Challenge this right here. This is something that nobody has ever told me. I have not seen it off any documentary. I came up with it myself. Here's a test, right? What did I say about the name of Romania? It's called Romania, right? What is Romania? Roman. What is Roman? That's Roman. What's IA? IA is just kind of like a suffix, right? For the country, nation. It's got Roman in the name. Okay, it's only 2 letters after Roman. It's got Roman in the name of the country. Okay, and then based on that, and based on the fact that Vlad had his reign around when Cortez was born. You know what I mean? And Cortez took over. It started that. That's the name that you hear about when you hear about conquistadors taking Latin America. That's the name that you will always hear about. It's Hernan Cortez, and it's just kind of easy to put together. You had the Vatican, you had the Pope, and you had, them elect, and in official history they elected Vlad the Impaler or Vlad Dracul, and as part of that Roman alliance, with the Catholic Roman alliance, and whatnot. And we know that Spain is like, Spanish is originated from Latin. I have seen portraits of old Latin people from Spain. They do look like they're from Spain, but they have a bit of a certain look, which I would say is consistent with these old Latin people and their features. I do believe that Europe has grown a lot. Not a lot. Europe has grown massively, and I'm not even talking about foreigners. I'm talking about like Caucasian people. They've just grown so much that as you grow, we evolve just like animals, right? According to science, as you grow, as you evolve, the climate changes, your food changes, things change, and that can actually change a little bit of how you look and stuff. People move from here to there and all that stuff. So, so it's, you don't see as many people who look like really old European. Do you know what I mean? But I mean, if I was a guessing man and I had to guess about people that I've seen, I could easily say that I have seen, I'm not saying every Italian, but definitely, if you went to Italy and you thought like, dude, I'm not gonna go to Rome or Milan or whatever, I'm gonna go to some like, I'm not even gonna forget, Sicily I'm gonna go to like some part of Italy that's totally unknown. I'm gonna go to this little town. And guaranteed, man, I guarantee you go there, man, you will see old Latin people, man. You will see people who really look Latin. Latin is a look. I know it because I've seen paintings and portraits of the old conquistadors, and they look Latin, man. Like, they look Latin. That's the only way I can describe it. They look like original Latin race people. But at the end of the day, it's just very mysterious, man. You know what I mean? This is not something history preserved. Do you know what I mean? But was there Latin pride at one time? Hell yeah, man. Because Cortez, I believe, was it 1500s, early 1500s, that he conquered New Spain. He called it New Spain, by the way. That was the official name, and he created the name for the Latino race. You know what I mean? Where was I going with this? So yeah, so we don't really know. What kind of lost my train of thought. We don't, when it comes to the old Latin race, we don't really know. But we've seen portraits of these guys. We know what they look like. And Cortez started that, freaking, I lost my. So he made that, man, sometimes you just got distractions and stuff going on. You know what? I'm going to stop it. I'm going to go to part 2 and I'm going to remember what I said as I give me a second.